What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Movie Raised. The Duke and Daphne's first child is one of the many differences featured in the series. Here is why this storyline is about to change the course of the show and the future of the couple. Warning, major spoilers ahead. Baby Boy, one of Netflix's most popular shows, has been renewed for a third and a fourth installment. As you already know, the show follows the Bridgerton siblings and their individual quest for love. The favored show is based on a series of romance novels by Julia Quinn. In the first installment, fans followed the story of Daphne and Simon. After many struggles, the couple gets married, and Daphne gives birth to a baby boy. This is not the case in the book, as in that version of the story, her and Simon's first child is a girl, meaning that the show made a change that will have a major influence on the couple's future. When it comes to this couple's relationship, having children was a big issue ever since they met. Since the pilot episode, fans knew Daphne, a character portrayed by Phoebe Dynevor, wanted to get married and have children. That was her purpose in life, finding love. She knew that being a happily married mother would make her satisfied with her life. But that wasn't the case with the Duke of Hastings. He despised the idea of having a child, which was a big problem in their relationship. Simon wanted his family line to end. The reason he wanted his family line to end with him was because of a vow he made to his father. When he was young, his father rejected him because of his stutter. So, in a scheme of revenge, he made a vow to his father on his deathbed. "I will never marry. I will never sire an heir. The Hastings line will die with me," he said. Thankfully, he realizes that he should let go of his revenge scheme and decide whether he wants to have children without involving the vow. Once he lets go of the pain of his childhood, he realizes he wants to create a beautiful family with his loved one. In the finale of the first installment, the couple welcomes their first child, a baby boy. As previously mentioned, Daphne gives birth to a baby girl in the novel, which somehow guarantees a continuation of their story. When the creators changed this storyline, making their first child a boy, they wanted to put an end to their story so that Anthony and Kate could get more storylines along with more screen time. But there's another thing we should all consider when it comes to Daphne and Simon's first child. We are, of course, talking about the Duke's absence from the second installment, as it looks like he won't appear in the third season as well. We'll talk about that a bit later in the video. Now, let's focus on their kids. 5 children. Fans who have read the novels know that the fan-favorite couple has 5 children: Amelia, Belinda, Caroline, David, and Edward. This, of course, makes us wonder if the same story will get featured in the show. In it, the couple names their child David. In Julia Quinn's The Duke and I, the first novel of the book series franchise, their first child is a girl. They name Amelia. They then have 2 more daughters, Belinda and Caroline, and finally, they welcome 2 sons, David and Edward. If the creators of the series wanted to stay loyal to the source material, Daphne would give birth 4 more times in future episodes of the series. But since her husband was nowhere to be found in the second installment, we believe they will continue their story in a different way, meaning they will choose a different direction rather than staying loyal to the source material. Before we continue, we wanted to ask, do you guys wish for the show to stay loyal to the novel? Let us know. Also, make sure you smash that like button if you haven't done it already. The heir is already born. The fact that Daphne and the Duke's first child is a boy is why the future episodes of the show will have the chance to give the couple fewer storylines. England in the 1800s had many foolish rules, and fans of period dramas know that back in those times, only male heirs can inherit titles or properties. The heir's purpose was to take good care of the women in his family, which is Anthony's job in the Bridgerton family. When the Duke's wife gave birth to a baby boy, the Hastings line was continued with the next heir, who will receive the title of a duke and all property his parents have. Since their first child is a baby girl in the novel, the story of the couple gets a continuation because they worry Daphne might never give birth to a baby boy. Fans of Downton Abbey have been introduced to this story already, and they know how difficult it is for couples who await the heir. Although it seems like the show creators wanted to end the couple's story so that Anthony and Kate would lead the next installment. But there are still a lot of questions hanging in the air. For instance, what will happen to the fan-favorite couple in Season 3? Is there a possibility for Daphne to give birth to the other 3 children she gives birth to in the novel? Bridgerton has made a lot of changes in the show. There are some characters who aren't included in the novel, and the show might not continue with the order of the books, meaning that we might see Penelope and Colin in the next season rather than Benedict and Sophie. The show made more changes in order for the story to feel like a modern period drama, hence the many historical inaccuracies. In fact, the creators have revealed that they don't really care about how historically accurate their show is, which is not the case with the previously mentioned Downton Abbey. Despite being 2 of the most popular period dramas in the history of cinema, both shows are really different because of the element of historical accuracy. Anyway, back to Bridgerton. There's also the question of whether Simon will come back. If he doesn't, seeing his loved one alone with their child could be, how can I put this? Silly. So far, we know that Simon and Daphne's first child gives the final part of the couple's story, and the vow he made to his father is broken. Simon's family line will continue, with David being the next Duke of Hastings. Where is Simon? Viewers were shocked once they discovered that Simon does not appear in the second season of the show. First of all, Regé-Jean page was a major part of the reason the show became successful in the first place. However, the star revealed that he only intended to appear in 1 season. According to some fans, the show gave poor excuses about where the character is. Thankfully, he is still around in the background, with his loved one explaining that her husband is busy taking care of his family. Fans who have read the novel know that the character is one of the 2 main characters in the first book of the series franchise. But then again, his name is not mentioned many times in the other books. But since his wife was given screen time in the second installment, the Duke's absence felt a bit odd. In an interview with Harper's Bazaar, Dynevor talked about her future with her on-screen love interest saying, "Yeah, I think obviously if we're sticking to the books, it's sort of Anthony's turn now. But there's no such thing as a happy ending, is there? I think love's always shifting and changing, so who knows? I'd like to see what happens next. And also, I'd like to see Daphne get involved in Anthony's love life since he was so involved in hers." This was prior to the premiere of the second installment, and so far, neither had Page nor the creators confirmed the return of the Duke in future episodes. On a related note, do you guys think he should come back? What are your thoughts on his and Daphne's first child and how the storyline affects their future? Let us know down in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to our channel so you'll never miss any of our videos in the future. As always, thanks for watching.